Hey BookTube, here's a book haul.
I got my ticket for the long way round.
I'm Jen and I talk about audiobooks, but not today. Today I'm going to talk to you about some print books that I bought recently, and I got some real deals, and then I also had another situation where I got some new books, but they're all signed. Yeah, so first of all, let me tell you about these. These are all books that I got at the dollar store, and I didn't really know much about them, although I do always walk around with my phone and my Goodreads app, so I will pull things up and find out what the basic, rating for it is on Goodreads, because if it's bad, then I'm not going to buy the book. But all of these sounded good, and so I'll start with this one. This is the Lovebird. It is by Natalie Brown, and the only reason I bought this book for $1 was because it's pretty. That's the only reason I bought it. I looked it up on Goodreads and it looks like, whatever. It's kind of, I don't know, like cross between literary fiction and chick lit, really. It's the story of Maggie, who is a young woman in California. She's kind of an animal rights activist, and she gets involved with a guy named Simon, and they move to a Crow Indian reservation in Montana. And so that's all I know. And I don't know even if I'll ever read it, but I bought it because it was pretty. I make no apologies that that's the only reason that I bought it. And it's pretty. It's going to look great on my shelf. Beautiful. Yeah, maybe I'll read it and then I'll be shocked that it's amazing or something. Then I picked up The River of No Return. This is by B. Ridgeway, and this is about time travel. This is about a man in 1815 who is presumed dead in the Napoleonic Wars, but he jumps ahead 200 years in time and he finds himself in a secret society and things go from there. So time travel, and this is available on audio, and so I looked it up and I have it on hold at the library. So as soon as I can download it, I will. And it's got pretty high ratings on Goodreads. It looks like a pretty intriguing story, so $1. I found My Sister Lives on the Mantlepiece. This is by Annabel, and this is a middle grade book that my friend Leanne at Literary Diversions has raved about. She said it was fantastic, and this is also available on audio. I also have yet to download it. And it's about a little boy who is coping with his family life, kind of a slice of life, but his sister obviously lives in the Mantlepiece in this urn, so obviously she has passed away and he's dealing with that, grief, whatever, growing up, life in his family. Looks good. And the last one is The Last Princess. This is by Galaxy Craze. That's the author's name. If that's really her name, then, oh, wow. Wow. If not, where do these pen names come from? I think it's a pen name. Anyway, this is about post-apocalyptic England and the royal family and the princess who, her whole family gets killed, kind of on the lines of Anastasia. I get the impression she's like going to have to rise to power and, assume the role as the queen and all that kind of thing. And people want to kill her, obviously. They killed the rest of her family. So yeah, post-apocalyptic London, kind of UK. That should be interesting. It's YA. I don't know. It's kind of gotten so-so ratings, so we'll see. And now for my books that I got signed. My friend Karen, two friends, Karen and Jenny, both got to go to the Tucson Book Festival. I think that's what it's called, in Arizona. Karen lives in Arizona, and Jenny flew out to kind of be with her and spend the weekend with her. And they went to this book festival, and there were all these great authors there. And so when I knew that these two were going to go, I got a hold of Karen and I said, could you please, if I send you some books, can you get them signed? She said, absolutely, I would be more than happy to, because she is that fabulous a friend. She is just that wonderful. So I loaded up my coffee box and I sent her some books, and then I didn't have a lot of the books that I wanted, and I thought I could get these signed. So I ordered them from Amazon, had them shipped to her, and then she put them all back in the box and sent them back. So I'm going to open this up and show you what I got, because a lot of these books are new. I hadn't gotten them because I ordered them on Amazon. And the first thing is book swag. And Sara Raasch, who is a YA author, she wrote the Snow Like Ashes trilogy. She was there, and apparently these are pins. So we've got Snow Like Ashes, Ice Like Fire, and Frost Like Night. Is that Frost Like Night? Yeah. So how cool is that? Hi. Thank you, Karen. This was unexpected. Some book swag. Yay. Suzanne Young was there, so I had both the program and the treatment. These are both YA dystopians, and so she had them signed. And this one says, "For Jen, who is too awesome to ever forget." Gosh, how sweet is that? Oh, that is, I wasn't even there, and she wrote that. And then on the treatment, let's see, she wrote, "For Jen, you matter." Suzanne Young. How cool is that? Golly, that was so nice. I like those books. Those are a dystopian about a world where suicide among teenagers is epidemic, and there's a program that is instituted to try and help them, and when it turns out it's very destructive, and yeah, bad stuff happens. Ruta Sepetys was there, and I had Between Shades of Grey by her, and so Karen had her sign this one for Jen, and then it's just got her signature. I have not read this because it's about World War II, and it looks hard to read. It looks like it's a very difficult book to read. It's about a Russian gulag and a family there, and so I really need to read it. I've had it for quite a while, and I really want to read it, but I just, yeah, books like this are hard for me, so I have to be in a certain mood. But yeah, I've heard nothing but raving about it. It's really highly rated on Goodreads, so I need to read it now that I have a signed copy. The Sara Raasch books I did not own, so I ordered those from Amazon, and I have Snow Like Ashes, which she's had signed. Oh my gosh, there's a little sticker thing in here. That's so cool. Little kind of, it's like a bookmark. And then inside it says, "Jen, let it snow." Yay! I love getting signed books. It's so cool. I also ordered Ice Like Fire, which she also signed. Yeah, and another one of these. This is Autumn. And it says, "Let It Burn." Cool. This is so cool. Little tiny bookmarks. Oh, this is so awesome. And then I got the whole Girl of Fire and Thorns series by Ray Carson. I really liked her book, Walk on Earth a Stranger, that I got last year. And I actually got that signed at YALLFest last summer. So I wanted this whole trilogy, so I ordered these, and she signed them all. Looks like. These are paperback, and I actually would rather have the hardback, but I couldn't get all of the books in hardback. I could only get them in paperback. So this says, "Jen, choose your own destiny." That's kind of cool. So that one's Girl of Fire and Thorns. And then the second book in that series is Crown of Embers. And she wrote, "Wish you were here." Believe me, so do I. I wish I had been there. Gosh, so kind of her to stand there and sign these books when I wasn't even there. Just so nice of her. And then the last one, it says, "Just for Jen," Ray Carson. And then I got the collection of novellas called The Girl of Fire and Thorns Stories. And it just says, "Jen, keep reading." Man, what a treat. What a treat to get all of these signed books. I am just beyond thrilled. So I don't think I'll be buying books anytime soon because this was a real splurge, but I am so happy with all of my books now. So if you've read any of these, let me know what you thought of them, especially the ones that I got at the dollar store that I haven't read yet. I know that my sister lives on the Mantlepiece is obviously a really good one because Leanne has raved, but the other ones, especially like River of No Return, time travel, that looks really interesting. So because I can get it on audio, I will probably listen to it fairly soon. So anyway, that's it for now from me. I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.
When I'm gone, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my walk. You're gonna miss me by my taco. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone.